How's it going? I decided after my last video that rather than talking about narrative structure and how it applies to landscape photography documentaries, I figured it would be better to apply said explanation and venture out myself under the guise as a landscape photographer. So what we're seeing here is an exasperated creator who is finding out pretty sharpish about the need to set up a camera for B-roll and walking to and from it, whilst carrying gear on your back over a distance you'll probably double. So welcome to the Falkland Estates in Falkland, which is just north of Glenrothes in Fife. It is a monument that sits at the top of the estate that is in the focus of my weary walk today. As I carry my heavy laden gear backwards and forwards in a bid to convey the act of movement in a fit and purposeful way, like I know what I'm doing, and actually enjoy this nonsense. The landmark monument was built by Margaret Tyndall Bruce as a memorial to her husband, Onesiphorus Tyndall Bruce. Sited at the top of the Black Hill, the monument is prominent in the surrounding landscapes. The design has little ornamentation except the rusticated margins, and this is appropriate to its position in the wider landscape of the estate, which is really just architectural chat for the phallic stone symbol. Nowadays you buy a Porsche, but back in the day it was more than acceptable to have a large stone phallus erected on top of your own hill. So we pick up the story of our hero headed from the lowland of Falkland Estate to the top of the Black Hill, and a few snaps of the monument, plus any additional compositions that take my fancy. I had already decided in my head that at the time that a voiceover is the only conceivable way to convey the story of the location, history and plan. So, welcome back to another vlog, and to the beautiful setting that is the Falkland Estate and the Tyndall Bruce Monument. I've been looking about for some compositions, and you know, I've seen a couple I like, but hey, you know, and I'm sorry, I can't do it like that. I really can't. I just can't do it. How's it going? I tell you, I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Oh man. Well, welcome to Tyndall Bruce's monument on the Falkland Estate in a little place called Falkland, not far from Glenrothes, in the Kingdom of Fife, because that's where I live now. And I had this crazy idea. Obviously, if you've seen my last video, I was trying to explain what narrative structure within a landscape video, or at least a documentary, is all about. And well, I would say it was well received. And but then I had the crazy idea to try and do the bastarding thing. So here I am. At the top of a 6 kilometre, well actually it's a 3 kilometre walk because it's 3 back down. It's not really that high, but I'm carrying a lot of kit, and I knew this was going to be a problem because I'm a video maker and I'm a drone pilot, and they're the two things I like to carry around with me, plus I've got lenses and another body to take photographs with. So yeah, and then obviously you'll have seen from the B-roll, backwards and forward. Anyway, That's my intro to this bit, but I'm supposed to start doing this like a landscape photographer now. I can see a composition. I think I'll have a go at it now, and well, you'll have seen it before me. I'm trying to do all this at the mercy of people, because unfortunately today the sun came out, so everybody came out, coronavirus or not. I'm going to attempt to take a shot. This is my Prima photo gear. Shit tripod. I don't own a proper photography tripod. That's something I need. My good video tripod is currently being used, which, might I add, weighs a lot and had to carry all the way up here. So the argument for whether this is a hard thing to do, winning. I'm not really sure about this composition at all. I'm thinking black and white, maybe. This would look so much better if there was mist. Let's try a different composition. Right, well, I'd say I've failed as a landscape photographer. I was up on top of the hill and there was just no compositions. So I've come down into the forest and part of the woodland area to try and take a shot here, maybe use the trees and the moss and these little bridges. They're quite cool. Anyway, I need to head back now because the first rule in landscape photography was leave early, and I didn't leave early because I took the little one to school for 9 o'clock and then I fannied about, and then I did eventually get away, and by the time I walked 3 kilometres and, you know, try and do a bit of this, I've got to leave again because I've got to pick her up at school, otherwise, you know, you don't want to be that parent that's left your child behind. So I'm going to head down back through the forest and see if I can find a composition. But certainly, this isn't working well for me today. I don't know how you guys do it. Totally don't. I'm absolutely jiggered. 2 tripods, 2 cameras, the walking, uphill, downhill. Got a drone in here as well, a few batteries. So yeah, I'm not overly feeling it. But then again, I didn't leave myself enough time. That's part of the problem. But you know, it's just nice to be out in the sun and out in the fresh air and the beautiful landscapes that are around me. But I'm hoping to pick up something, you know, maybe something other than coronavirus. I would probably quite like to get a shot of something. I don't know. I'm kind of really spitballing here. But anyway, let's crack on. Just spotted a lovely composition. I was going to stick my polarizer on, you know, just to take the glare off, but I didn't bring a polarizer, so we're shooting naked. I got my waterfall on though. I got my inner Tim Day on, and I saw this. Well, it's a tiny waterfall, but it's a waterfall nonetheless. So I wanted to get something quite unique from my trip here today. I would say it was an intimate shot, but I'm not so sure. Although I'm unsure if you'll hear me over the noise of the waterfall, but then that's just that order out of the chaos. Right, I'm cheating ever so slightly, but I thought I would use some foreground interest on this little bridge and mainly step outside the realms of landscape photography and back into sort of Mikey photography, with a subject walking across the bridge wearing a backpack which is bright red, and I've got this new Raven style I've been working on. It might be might have some prospect to it. We'll see what happens though. Right, well, that's it. End of the trail for me. Back at the car now. So let's. Was it a success? Well, I'm not so sure. Did I enjoy myself? Yes, I did. Did I get some fresh air? Yes, I did. Creepy silent car? Yes, it is. Did I get any shots I'm happy with? Well, I'm not so sure. You'll know though, because you'll have saw them before me. So I should really sign off now and go and do what I need to do. And so, man, this place is busy. Thanks for watching the video, and let me know what you thought of my landscape photography event, which may or may not put you all, like, I've just put myself to shame, in fairness. I know how hard this is. Everybody does a grand job, and I know how difficult this is. It's not really my forte. But hit that like button, because the algorithm likes it. And don't forget to subscribe and share if you want to. But let me know in the comments what you thought though. I know this was somewhat of a parody, because I was using all the classic phrases, and I was trying to do things that, you know, the guys that I do watch, but I'm not entirely too sure it paid off. But not sure the compositions were there, but I'm sure they made a nice shot. We'll see you on the next video, whatever that is, because obviously we know that I'm not nearly that prepared, and I will speak to you all in the next video.